Hey everyone and welcome to the channel. My name is Ash and today I'm going to be doing a quick review for Leisure Suit Larry Wet Dreams Dry Twice. Now this is a sequel to the previous game Leisure Suit Larry Wet Dreams Don't Dry. I have done a video review of that already on the channel, so I will put the video at the end of this so you can catch up if you've happened to have not seen that one. Now this game follows straight on from how the first game ends. Now, you don't necessarily have to have played the first game. I would recommend it, but if you haven't played the first game, you can catch up right at the beginning of the game. There's a character who basically goes through the main plot points of exactly how Larry got to be and where he is in Cancum at the beginning of this game. So I was appreciative of that because it had been a couple of months since I'd played the first one, and it was just nice to sort of refresh my memory. Now, for those that don't know what Leisure Suit Larry is, this is a sort of classic point-and-click adventure game. It was originally, like the original Leisure Suit Larry series came out years and years ago. Over the years it's evolved. They had like 3D sort of roaming around games on like Xbox and those sort of consoles, and then it's sort of gone back to the classic 2D point and click style, which I prefer, and it does a cracking job of it. Now, as you can tell from the name of the game, it's probably not for everyone. It has a lot of sexual innuendo, sexual references, and just sex in it. It is a sort of game for mature people, and it's basically the main character is from the past, and he just in the last game he sort of woke up in modern day times, and obviously times have changed, yet he's still very stereotypical man from the the past, and obviously nowadays it doesn't work how he's used to. So some people may take offense to it, but honestly, it's just a joke. Like I say, as you can see on the screen right now, the sort of evil corporation as building is just a giant dick. So if you don't find sort of sex puns, crude jokes, etc. funny, avoid this game. Simple as, you're not going to enjoy it, so don't waste your time. Now, the game itself is developed by Crazy Bunch, and it's published by Assemble Entertainment, and it was originally released on the 23rd of October 2020. Now, Assemble Entertainment did provide me a copy for this review, so big thank you to them for that, because I loved the old Leisure Suit Larry games, and I'm absolutely loving the art style of these two new versions. Like I say, this game doesn't really sort of reinvent the wheel based on the first game. It's more of the same, and like I say, it's just like a continuation of the story, which is really good. The graphics are very sort of punchy. I love them. The characters are all sort of, they've got really cool designs. It's very bright and colourful. Like I say, a lot of this is sort of set on sort of desert islands and sort of tropical islands, so there's a lot of sort of lush, bright colours, which I think's really, really, it just makes it stand out and sort of pop out of the screen. Lots of crazy character costumes and stuff like that, so, and sort of designs, so you'll probably really, really enjoy it. Now, the game itself obviously plays like a classic point-and-click adventure. You can move around the screen, interact with items, you can interact with characters, you can combine items to create things, etc, etc. And you're just basically sort of finding out the sort of light puzzle elements as a way to progress the plot. Now, the main sort of story of this game, I don't want to go into it too in depth in case you haven't played the first one, but you're basically still trying to find the woman you really want to marry. Stuff happens at the end of the first game, which basically sets this up, and then you go on a hunt for her again in this one. Now, this has over 50 hand-drawn locations, and like I say, the art style is absolutely fantastic. There's over 40 characters that you can meet and talk to in the game. A large amount of them from the previous game, as well as some brand new characters as well. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's all fully voice acted, which is really nice. Obviously, it does have it all on the screen as well, but it is fully voice acted. The dialogue, I was laughing quite a lot. I might just have an immature sense of humour, but I really enjoyed it. And it played just as good as the last game, like I say, and I think they've really sort of refined the sort of classic Leisure Suit Larry point and click style. So if you're a fan of point and click adventures, if you're a fan of sort of slightly more adult humour, and if you like the sort of 2D, like cartoony sort of style of it, this game is something I can highly recommend, and you're going to get a fair few hours out of it. Now, there are some times some of the puzzles were a bit awkward to work out. Like right at the beginning of the game, you had to sort of, there's a thing where you have to get a board from off a table, and the only way to do that is to push this table down a cliff. But you have to inspect a certain part of the table to find that there's a brake to push to then be able to push the table down the cliff. And I spent far too long trying to figure out that I could actually do that compared to a large amount of the other puzzles around that, like that section of the game. And it does happen later on with a few other little bits as well. But like I say, it's not too difficult. Some people might just fly through it, but I found some of them were just a little awkward to work out basically, whereas the rest of it was really enjoyable, really straightforward in the sort of, you find an item and you're like, I can use that to do this, to do that, basically. And it all works really well. There's lots of classic sort of callbacks. There's the interactive phone you can use, the Pi phone, to, like I say, with all sorts of different sort of menus and stuff and abilities you can use in the game. There's even stuff like crafting in this one. Like right at the beginning of the game, you craft a sort of makeshift raft, so you have to find all the pieces for it and then put it together on like a blueprint, which was really cool. And like I say, I highly recommend it. Now, it's normally priced at £30.99 on Steam. It is also out on consoles. It's on PlayStation and Xbox. But at the moment, it is currently on sale with the Steam sales until the 5th of January. It's 60% off at £12.39. So at that price, I highly recommend grabbing it while it's 60% off. I feel like at full price, unless you really enjoy the series and you're going to replay it, there's not enough there to warrant that price. If it was like a £20 game, I would highly recommend it, but I feel it's sort of a higher priced game for the amount of content, and it is rather niche basically. But check it out, like I say, it's £12.39 on Steam right now, and also you can pick up a bundle with like the entire Leisure Suit Larry series, like all of them, even the classic stuff, and that's only £19.87. So right now you can get a fantastic deal for the whole Leisure Suit Larry series. But that's that for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, hit that like button, hit subscribe. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. Big thank you to everyone who's been supporting us this year. This is going to be our last day of videos until after Christmas, so happy holidays, and we'll see you soon for more gaming content. Bye for now, everyone.